Okay, so the expression need to be derived for this solenoid. Okay, so this is actually the similar like whatever we did earlier, the straight current carrying conductor, but it is in the circular form. So that we have seen already. So this one, whatever we did, the circular ring which is carrying current I. Okay, so this at point H, so 0 0 in the z axis 0 0 H, we have found out the H. So similar like now if I have the solenoid like this, okay, so it consists of some n number of circular paths. Okay, so some n number of circular paths with some length L. Okay, so if we have like this a solenoid like this which is having L, the length of the solenoid L, and number of turns which is having N. Okay, and carrying a current I. Okay, now if we place this one along the axis, okay, any axis you can take. Let us take, if we take the z axis, if we are placing like this, okay, so now at somewhere point P, so due to this the complete solenoid, so what is the magnetic field intensity, that we need to find it out. So that we need to prove. So the expression which is given by Ni by 2 into cos theta 2 minus cos theta 1. So this we need to prove. So whenever we place the solenoid along the z axis, and also the circular loop radius, whatever it is there, complete the circular path, so which will be having radius A. So this will be the radius which is A. Okay, now if we have like this, okay, the solenoid, so now due to some the point P, so at point P we have to find out the magnetic field intensity. Okay, let us find out and try to write the configuration properly with respect to the z axis and the radius A. Okay, so now if I write, so this will be z axis and this will be x axis. Let us take this as a x axis and z axis. So now this solenoid, it is going in this direction, so along the z axis, and the length which will be the L. Okay, and we have that circular path, whatever it is going like this, so that is will represent, this is going coming from out of the page, that turns which is coming out of the page. Okay, like this, and which is the radius which is A. Okay, from this exactly center of this z axis which is radius A, and we have the diameter 2A, no? So that it is going into the, so like this, into the page, that is it is going into the page and it is emerging out of the this page, like that we are representing here. So just we are representing, so going into the page and out of the page. So that is enough for me, so enough for us to analyze. Okay, so this will be having the same length. Okay, so this is having the length L. So this is actually, it is rotating like this. So now at some point P, okay, so due to this complete the length of the solenoid, so we have to find out what is the magnetic field intensity here. So let us take this, so from one end which is having the theta 1 and another end which is having theta 2. Okay, so this is having theta 1 and this is having theta 2. So now due to some small element, so that is dz, first we will going to find out a magnetic field intensity, that is differential magnetic field intensity due to small differential element which is on the solenoid. So that we will take the point which is from this axis as theta. Okay, so now first we will going to write the expression for this small elemental length. So now we can analyze this using a circular path, whatever we have here. So this solenoid, it is having a circular path kind of thing. So now we can take that expression for the circular path, so where we have the differential magnetic field intensity due to a small differential the circular path, that we can write it as I into dl, and we have the radius which is rho square. In this case we have considered it as a rho, so here it is the radius is A, we can replace that rho square by A square. Okay, so this divided by the 2 times of a square plus z square, so whole power 3 by 2. So that we have, so already we have derived that one. So that is dhz, which is nothing but I rho square divided by 2 rho square plus h square whole power 3 by 2 in the direction of az. So this we have find out that dhz and also the h. So the same expression I am writing here. Okay, so now here, so the turn to the length ratio, whatever the number of turns n are there and total length, so this ratio we can represent in terms of the small n. Okay, so now this dl, the differential length dl, so that we can represent it as n into dz. Okay, so that differential, small differential length, so that will be given by, so the dz and also the number of turns by the length. So if I replace that dl here, so since it is going, so in the, that is current flowing in the circular path and it is placed along the z axis, we can take it as n into dz. Okay, so now this will be, so written it as even n by l into dz. Okay, so that, so this is dl, so not dz, dhz, this is dl, the differential length in terms of the z axis, so differential length. So now we can replace that here and we can write the dhz, which is nothing but, so I into a square n dz, so this divided by, so 2 into a square plus z square whole power 3 by 2. So now, so from the figure you can see here, so if I take from differential length, okay, so and this with respect to this z axis, okay, and this is your theta. Okay, so this is your theta. So now we have the, if I draw this one, so this we know that it is nothing but a radius a. Okay, and we have to, we can find out this, what is the value of this, or we can have the sin theta by whatever the cos theta. So let us take from this point, the point P to the wherever the differential length which exists, that length as z. Okay, so let us assume the distance from the point P to the perpendicular line from the differential element, let us take it as z. So now if I write what is tan theta, okay, if I write the value of tan theta from here, which is nothing but sin theta by cos theta. So now what is sin theta? So it is opposite by the hypotenuse, which is nothing but a by square root of a square plus z square. And similarly cos theta, which is nothing but z by square root of a square plus z square. So which is nothing but a by z. So now tan theta, which is nothing but a by z, but we want to know what is dz. Okay, so z, which is equal to a by tan theta. Okay, so now if I differentiate with respect to z, so we will going to get dz, which is nothing but minus a cosecant square theta into d theta. So now we can replace this dz, okay, so in terms of this one, so we can write the expression for dhz. Okay, and also I will just so simply for the integration purpose, I will just manipulate some writing some more terms. Okay, so now if I write that one minus a cosecant square theta, so now we know from this what is sin theta. Sin theta is nothing but a by square root of a square plus z square. So now even we can write this one as minus a by sin square theta into d theta. Okay, so this dz, so in terms of sin theta we can write minus a by sin square theta into d theta. Okay, now we know what is sin theta, which is nothing but this expression. So if I substitute that one, so we will going to get, that is dz, which is equal to, so minus a by sin square theta into d theta, now which is equal to minus a by, so a square by square root of a square plus z, sorry, a by square root of a square plus z square, this is whole square into d theta. So this we can write it as minus a by a square, so this if I take into the numerator, it will become a square plus z square. Okay, so now if I a get cancelled, so 1a will get cancelled, we will be having a square plus z square divided by a into d theta. So now we have this one. Now if I multiply one more sin theta and divide by one more sin theta, okay, so what will happen? So if I just put it the sin theta expressions, so we will get a square plus z square divided by a. So sin theta is nothing but a by square root of a square plus z square, and this divided by a by square root of a square plus z square into d theta. Now just I am multiplying sin theta both the sides. So now one expression I will keep it as it is, and another expression I will manipulate. So this if I this one if I write as it is sin theta into d theta, and this expression I will going to write again. So that is, if I send it to this numerator, you will get a square plus z square whole power 3 by 2, and this a and a if you get multiplied, it will become a square, and this one I will write it as a similar sin theta into d theta. So now we can represent this dz, so in terms of this value, so we can write a square plus z square whole power 3 by 2 by a square into sin theta d theta. Now if I substitute in the expression dhz, okay, so which is nothing but whatever it is giving here. So here I a square n, so divided by this, so that if I replace that one, that is I a square n divided by 2 into a square plus z square whole power 3 by 2. So now we are putting the dz value, which is so minus a square plus z square whole power 3 by 2 divided by a square into sin theta d theta. This is what dz. Now you can see this cancels each other, a square will get cancel each other. Now we have only the expression which is n into I by 2 minus n I by 2 into sin theta into d theta. So now if I take the integration over theta variation, okay, so that we will get the z component of the magnetic field intensity, that is minus ni by 2, so variation from theta 1 to theta 2, because we are taking the variation of whole solenoid, so the one end which is with respect to theta 2, another end is with respect to theta 1, okay. Now that if I integrate, and so if I do, you will get the expression which is nothing but minus ni by 2 into, so it is minus cos theta, so variation is from theta 1 to theta 2. Now if I do that one, so we will going to get ni by 2 into cos theta 2 minus cos theta 1, okay. So this is what in the z direction, because so we are finding out in the z direction, that expression we are find out, so in the z directed, that is it is nothing but az, the unit vector, it is in the direction of az, okay. So that, so if I write the expression for the hz, so this will be the expression for hz, that is, so hz which is nothing but ni by 2 into cos theta 2 minus cos theta 1 into az, okay. So this is the expression for hz, so of the solenoid which is having a n number of turns and having a radius a. Now note down here, so it depends on only the number of turns and the length, so irrespective of the radius, okay, whatever the radius you take, so it depends only on the number of turns and the length, okay. Now if we take at the exactly at the center of the solenoid, what happens, okay, that is, so wherever the L which is equal to L by 2, so if I substitute that, so this n, so that will give n into I divided by 2L into cos theta 2 minus cos theta 1 into az, okay. So now if I substitute exactly at the center of the solenoid, what will happen, okay. So if I take at exactly at the center of the solenoid, so if I take at the center of the solenoid, so this will be nothing but L by 2 and this will be nothing but L by 2, okay. So now what happens to cos theta 2, Okay, so exactly if I calculate what is cos theta 2, so this is, we know the radius a and this length is L by 2 at the exact center point of the solenoid. What is cos theta 2? Okay, so now that cos theta 2 is nothing but a square L by 2 whole square, so divided by a square plus L by 2 whole square. So that is what we are going to get cos theta 2. So if I write at the exactly at the center of the solenoid, okay, so we will going to get the cos theta 2, which is nothing but the L by 2 divided by a square plus L by 2 whole square, okay, so into power half or square root of this one. So that we can write. So even we can calculate what is theta 1. So since exactly it is at the center, okay, so now we can have the theta 1 also, so which is nothing but 90 minus theta 1. So if I calculate that one, so this is a, this is L by 2 again, so this will give exactly the same answer whatever it is cos theta 2, but the sign is negative, that is minus cos theta 1. So now if I substitute this one, so in your expression, that is Hz expression, so we will going to get, so that is n into I by 2, okay, into cos theta 2 minus cos theta 1 into Az. Now if I substitute here, so cos theta 2 is nothing but minus of cos theta 1, or cos theta 1 it is nothing but minus of cos theta 2. So whatever you can substitute. So we'll substitute cos theta 1, which is equal to minus of cos theta 2. So this will become 2 times of cos theta 2. Okay, Ni by 2 into 2 cos theta 2. So this will get cancel each other. And if I substitute what is cos theta 2 here, you will going to get Ni into L by 2. So this divided by a square plus L square. So that is L by L square by 4 whole power half. So this into Az. So this is what at the center of the solenoid you will going to get the expression. So now if I take, that is L, the length of the solenoid is far greater than A. Okay, so that is if we going to extend that solenoid to the infinite extent, if I going at the infinite extent, okay, so what will happen, this L is far greater than A. So then whatever the theta 2, whatever it will going to be 0 and theta 1 will become 180 degree. Okay, so that if I extend to infinite value, so L is far greater than A, then what will happen, your theta 1 which will be 180 degree and theta 2 will be equal to 0. So now that also you can substitute in the earlier expression or this expression. So we will going to get what is the exact so if I substitute here cos theta 2, which is 0, which is value 1, minus of cos theta 1 is minus 1. So we will going to get 2. So that will be nothing but Ni in Az direction. So this is for L far greater than A. Okay, and this is the expression where we have, so the at the exactly center of the solenoid at the length, so L by 2 equally it is divided the solenoid. Okay, so now this is the expression for the L is far greater than A, or we can extend to till infinite length of the solenoid. So this is the expression we have to use in any point of the solenoid to calculate the magnetic field intensity. Okay, so now let us take one such problem, so where we have the solenoid and we have the problem which is, so N which is equal to 2000 tons, okay, and length which will be equal to 75 centimeter, and radius A which is equal to 5 centimeter. Okay, and so the current which is carrying it is 50 milliampere. Now so along A5 direction, so that is along the circular path, which is the solenoid which is on the circular path, it is carrying the current in the A5 direction. So now we have to find out H. Okay, so first one H at 0, 0, 0. Okay, and similarly we have to find out at 0 comma 0 comma 75 centimeter, and third one at 0 comma 0 comma 50 centimeter. Okay, so now we know the expression. So hz, which is nothing but ni divided by 2 into cos theta 2 minus cos theta 1. Okay, so now if I have at 0 0 0, so we can see the again the figure. So the point is at exactly 0 0 0 means, so this point is coming here, and this theta 1 is exactly, which is nothing but the 90 degree. Okay, so if this point exactly it goes here, okay, so your theta 1 will be equal to, so 0 degree, and 1 it will go to 180 degree. So whatever we earlier see, the semi infinite kind of thing. Okay, so now if I do that one, so we will going to get theta 1 and theta 2. Okay, we can write one more time the solenoid to understand better. Okay, so this is x direction and this is z direction, and we have this is solenoid. So where we have at 0 0 0, so this is what the theta 1, and this is what the theta 2. Now theta 2 will be equal to 90 degrees, so that will vanish. Okay, and theta 1 we have to calculate. So this is a and this is L. Now L is 75 centimeter and A is 5 centimeter. Now if I substitute that one, so I will going to get cos theta 1, which is equal to the 75 centimeter, which is 10 power minus 2 divided by, so square root of, so this square, that is 5 centimeter square plus 75 into 10 power minus 2 centimeter square. So this is what you will going to get cos theta 1. Now if you substitute that one, sorry, this is theta 2 we have taken now, so this is theta 1. So now theta will goes to 0, theta 2 we are finding out like this. Okay, so now theta 2 you can find out what is the value. So since it is 10 power minus 4 and here 10 power minus 4, if I take out, it will become 10 power minus 2, and this will get cancelled. You can directly write 75 by, so 25 plus the 75 square. So you can find out the value what is cos theta 2. So what is the value of cos theta 2?
$7.5.
How much? 11?
7.5.
7.5. See here, this denominator is more compared to this, I think. So we can probably calculate what is cos theta 2.
So 0.99.
Yeah, 0.999.
0.99.
So now if I substitute here, so n we know it is nothing but NL. So Hz, which is nothing but n into L divided by 2 into cos theta 2 0.99. So n is nothing but 2000 and L is 75 into 10 power minus 2 centimeter into 0.99 divided by 2. So this is what your Hz. So calculate what is Hz. So you will going to get the value. What is the value? So let us take this one. So 10 power minus 2 and this will be 2 zeros will get cancelled. We can try 20 into 75 divided into 0.99 divided by 2. So this will go to 10. So 750 into 0.99. So how much it will be? already calculated? Sorry, so this is Ni, no, so not L. I is 50 milliampere, 10 power minus 3, sorry, here 50 into 10 power minus 3, so that is 2 it will come, sorry, so it is not Ni, no, so we have N by L into I, okay, so here Ni by 2L, so this will be equal to 2000 into 50 into 10 power minus 3 into 0.99 divided by 2 into 75 into 10 power minus 2. Sorry, this is N by L into I by 2. So now we calculate what is Hz, make the corrections and try to do it. That is 10 power minus 2 and 10 power minus 1, it will be 10 power minus 1, and we have 200 into 50 into 0.99 divided by 2 into 75. So this is 100 and this is 2 and 3. We have 200 into 0.99 divided by 3. So how much you are getting? Hz?
66.66.
Yeah. 66.6. Okay, so this is what ampere per meter in AZ direction, the magnetic field intensity. Now this is the first case. Now if I take second case at 0075, that is at this end. So now we'll just calculate what is happens at this end. Now if I take from this end, your theta 2 will be 90 degree and theta 1 we have to calculate. So that is what the thing we have to calculate. So from this end theta 2 will be 90 and theta 1 we have to calculate what is theta 1. Okay, so we can have this 180 minus theta 1 or we can have 90 plus theta 1. So this theta 1 is nothing but 90 plus theta 1 we can write. Okay, so this is completely the theta 1 will be equal to 90 degree, and then so theta the value of theta 1 will be 90 plus some angle, so that we can write, or we can write since we know this A and L, so this completely we know, or we can have this one 180 minus theta 1 and we can able to find out this one. It is okay, at this end. Okay, theta 2 will be 90 degree, so now this will go to 0 for the second case and we have to find out theta 1. So theta 1 will be okay, so this we can write 180 minus theta 1, we can finding out this angle okay, so we know this one 90 and here L, and we can find out this one, and this is okay. So now we can write this theta 1 which is nothing but 90 plus theta 1 dash. Okay, so we can take this as theta 1 dash. Okay, this one as theta 1 dash. Now we can find out what is theta 1 dash, which is nothing but the, in terms of cos theta 1 dash if I write, so we'll write one another page which will be understand easily. So we have to find out the h at 0 comma 0 comma 75 centimeter. Now similarly we can write that figure. So this is the solenoid and this is your z axis, and where we have to find out here at h at this exactly at 75 centimeter. Okay, now this is A and this is also A. So now we have to find out at this point. So now where we have theta 1 which is equal to 0, okay, and sorry, theta 1 which is equal to 90, and theta 2, so this angle theta 2, sorry, this is theta 1, this is theta 2, 90 degree. So now that is what we have to find out. So now theta 1 we can try to find out. So since theta 2 which is 90 degree, hz which is equal to ni by 2 into cos theta 2 minus cos theta 1. So now here cos theta 2 90 degrees, so this will go to 0, and we have to find out theta 1. Now so theta 1 we can write it as, so that is 90 plus theta 1 dash. So this we can write from this angle theta 1 dash. Okay, so from this point theta 1 dash we can write. Now cos theta 1 dash we can find out what is cos theta 1 dash. Okay, so what is cos theta 1 dash? So which is this A and this is L, which is nothing but A by square root of A square plus L square. So now this is nothing but the radius which is given, the 5 centimeter, 5 into 10 power minus 2 divided by square root of the 5. So since both are in centimeter, we can take 5 square plus 75 square. Now find out what is cos theta 1, and we can write cos, this is theta 1 dash, cos theta 1 which is nothing but 90 plus, so that is cos of, we can write cos of 90 plus theta 1 dash. So what is cos of 90 plus theta 1 dash, which is nothing but minus, sign is positive there, sin of theta 1 dash. Okay, so now cos theta 1 dash we can find out. So or we can directly sin theta 1 dash if we find out, which is equivalent to cos theta 1. So that also possible, and sin theta 1 which is nothing but sin theta 1 dash, which is equal to, see the opposite, that is 75 divided by, so this is also 75, 75 divided by 5 square by 75 square. So this is what sin theta 1 dash, which is nothing but cos theta 1. So find out what is cos theta 1 and substitute here. So here cos term is there now, so here again negative it will come. This is minus sin theta 1 is nothing but minus this one. So whatever value you will going to get, so that you find out or you substitute here, you will going to get the value. Okay, so cos theta 1 is nothing but minus sin theta 1. So find out the value of this one, which is nothing but the earlier case itself, I think. So is this 75? Yes, exactly, it is same as that one. So which is nothing but the same 0.99. Okay, now if I substitute that one, so hz will be exactly same as the earlier case. Okay, which will maybe become hz which is same as the earlier case. Okay, so whenever you take at this end or this end, the result will be same. So now at 50 centimeter we have to find out third case. So we can find out third case, which is the at 0 comma 0 comma 50 centimeter. Okay, now we can find out what is theta 1 and theta 2. that is, so here only we can find out. So at somewhere here exactly, so this is, if I take 50 centimeter, okay, and this is A, okay. So now at this point we have to find out what is theta 1 and theta 2. Now this is theta 1 and this is, sorry, this is theta 2 and this is theta 1, okay. So like that we need to find out what is the value. So at 50 centimeter and the total length is 75 centimeter. So let us take at this end, this is the end of this one, this is L, and we have at exactly 50 centimeter we need to find out, okay. So now this is a point where which is having theta 2 and this is having theta 1. So now we can find out what is theta 2. So here A, and this will be having 25 centimeter. So cos theta 2 which will be equal to, so A is 5 centimeter. So cos theta 2 is nothing but 5 by square root of 5 square plus 25 square. So at this point, now similarly cos theta 1 you can find out. So what is cos theta 1? So similarly you can write this one 90 minus theta 1, and we have this value which is 50 and this value which is 5. We can find out what is cos of 90 minus theta 1. Cos of 90 minus theta 1 which is equal to, so 50 divided by square root of 5 square plus 50 square, okay. So which is nothing but, so positive, which is nothing but sin theta 1 which is equal to 50 by square root of 5 square plus 50 square, but we need the cos theta 1, not sin theta 1. So cos theta 1 which will be equal to other than the value. So if I find out here sin of 90 minus theta 1, you will going to get the cos theta 1, okay. So if I write sin of 9 theta 1, that is sin of 90 minus theta 1, so is this angle, so you will going to get cos theta 1. So that will be equal to, so 5 divided by square root of 5 square plus 50 square, so which is nothing but the same thing whatever we get here, okay. Square root of 5 square plus 50 square, here it is 25 square. So this is cos theta 1 and this is cos theta 2. Substitute the values, you will going to get Hz. Hz which is equal to n into I divided by L into 2 into cos theta 2 minus cos theta 1. So 2000 into 50 into 10 power minus 3, okay. So this divided by 2 into 75 into 10 power minus 2 into these values. So what is the cos theta 1 value and cos theta 2 value? Hello, anybody calculated?
Sir, cos theta 1 0.0995.
Okay. Cos theta 1 0.099. Cos theta 2
0.1961.
okay. So substitute this one. So that is cos theta 2, it is 0.1961 minus 0.0099. So we will going to get hz which is equal to this value. So find out hz, what is the value? What is the value of hz? Okay, this is 2 times, this is 3 times, and we have 10 power minus 1. We can write this one as 200, or we can have 1000 here, and 1 if it goes. Then we can write 100 into 2 divided by 3 into this value. So what is this value? Subtracted value around 1.17. Can assume 0.17, 0.1 approximately. If this is 0.1, so we will get 1861. So this is nothing but, so 200 divided by 3 into 0.18. So what is the value? hz, okay, 36 by 3. Okay, you can calculate this value. So what is that value? So that is what the magnetic field component at the point 50 centimeter. So okay, from the z axis. So this is what the problem about the solenoid. Okay, so we'll stop here and we will continue the ampere